great day, beautiful people. Happy Sunday. I'm having a great day. Started off doing my morning routine with my deep breathing exercises, my cold shower, doing some jump rope. Now I'm having a nice cup of premium coffee from our wellness club. I hope everyone is, their emotions are good. Y'all feeling well. And I know like it's starting to get cold outside and, we losing like sunlight and stuff like that. So today, I wanted to really talk about that healing never stops. Okay, like the healing never stops, and that it's okay to not feel like you have made the progress that you wanted to make, as long as you're doing something. As long as you're doing something. I remember a few weeks ago, I had a conversation with one of my ex-girlfriends. And we saw each other. We haven't seen each other in probably maybe 3 years. And we had a nice long conversation. And she asked me, she was like, "Are you healed?" And I told her, I said, I don't know. I don't know. I know I definitely healed. I know I'm still healing. And I know that the things that have happened, like in our relationships and stuff like that, I've definitely have grown tremendously, like tremendously. I have grown, and a lot of things doesn't sting, like if you may think of something that may have happened, a memory, and you can feel that those emotions come up like it just happened the other day. So I'm not getting those anymore. So I know that those certain aspects have healed. However, am I completely healed? Like, I'm like, well, I don't even know. Sometimes you don't even know what you're healing from. Some things you do, or certain traumas, or, maybe breakups with, your past lovers, or friendship breakups, even with work-related stuff. And for me, I always felt that I think we're always going to be healing no matter what. However, I feel like we do get into a certain place, like as time go on, as they say, like time is like the biggest healer aspect. Yes, it can be, and no. And what I mean is that if we're constantly thinking about something over and over, we're putting ourselves in that time loop, that memory loop, okay? And it can be like a time loop of hell. I've done that for many years, where I'm constantly thinking about the same thing, or, something may happen. I may hear a song that triggers like old memories, and I go right back. It's like my memory, it just floods my body again, and you feel those emotions. And it's science that backs this as well. A great book that talks about, how our thoughts produce different chemicals and everything, and how it literally changes our DNA is Dr. Joe Dispenza. You are the placebo. I have it upstairs, but yes, I encourage anyone who's out there who really love to see like the science behind like how our thoughts affect our memory, and like the mind-body connection. Like it's mind-blowing. It's mind-blowing. It's phenomenal. Maybe I'll probably do a video about that in the future during our 100-day run, which I'm grateful for everyone who has been here since even years ago when I started doing these videos to now. I appreciate you. I really do. And so for me, like when it comes to like the healing, how time can help when you're actually doing the work. Now, I know for myself, for years, I just stayed in my misery. I stayed in my depression. I stayed in my sadness. I stayed in my anger. I stayed in my regret, my guilt, my shame. I stayed in that for a long time because I just kept beating myself up. And even as time passed, it just seemed like it just wouldn't stop. It just would not stop. But eventually, when I finally, like I stayed in a loop with like my support group. I stayed in a loop of trying to do some spiritual work. Like sometimes like I just didn't do anything because like energetically I could not. Have you felt that way? Like you just feel like you just couldn't. Like even like yesterday, for some reason, like I just felt I was just like in the bed like all day. I was in the bed watching Stargate. I love that show, y'all. But I just felt like this sadness just come over me. And I didn't know. And one thing as well, when it comes to emotions and stuff like that, I've learned that sometimes when we're feeling like sad, or we just like randomly just get depressed, because I'm not depressed now, that these emotions sometimes aren't our own, especially for people who are sensitive. And even if you don't even know that you're sensitive to certain energies and stuff like that, but this whole world is energetic anyway. Okay, so we can easily pick up different emotions and different vibes from everywhere. It can be vibes from the television, it can be vibes from songs, it can be vibes from people who you live with, it can be vibes from just going out in the grocery store. That we can pick up different energies and different vibes and bring them home and don't even know that it's not even our own. It's not our own. And so a lot of times, for years, I learned that some of this stuff wasn't even my emotions, and I was just taking it as mine and claiming that I was depressed. And so when it comes to like, okay, does time heal? I do think so. However, I feel like having the awareness to know that, okay, it's I need to heal, you know, and to really start doing that self-reflection, however it is for you. It can be, you know, through your meditations, it can be exercising, it can be, you know, journaling, it can be talking to someone genuine, it could be taking cold showers, it could be doing, you know, deep breathing exercises, it can be numerous of things. You know, there's no right or wrong way to heal, you know. I mean, I of course I would say not to harm anybody, or definitely don't harm yourself. But there's no right or wrong way of healing. And I do believe that healing never stops. I don't feel like we're going to constantly be in some type of battle with ourselves. I mean, when it comes to different past emotions and stuff like that. But I do believe that us being here in this world, we are here to experience certain things, to go through them, to self-reflect, and to grow and to learn, and then to pass that wisdom on to other people, so that they don't have to go through the things that we have experienced. So for me, I do believe that healing never stops, that healing is always going, but I do believe that it gets better, that it definitely can get better. So tell me what you think. Do you think that we're always going to be healing something while we're here in this 3D room? Let me know. Let me know in the comments. And definitely hit that like button if you found some value in this. And definitely subscribe if you are on YouTube watching this. I appreciate you. I love you. And you can definitely reach me at 248-7-TANIA-B. That's 248-7-TANIA-B. I'm always looking for people who I can support with talking to, and we can go further from there. All right? I love you. Keep loving yourself. Peace.